Morning, guys. Out here Sunday, Lake Mac, and we've had a bit of a disaster on Lake Macquarie. First time in a long time we've had a major fish kill here. So it'll be interesting to see how it's affected the whole lake. Apparently the fish kill is mainly at Mannering Park. So I'm out at Gwandalin, the other side of the bay at the moment, and it'll be interesting to see if the whole lake has been affected by this. It's going to be very interesting. I expect the fishing to be tough. It's going to be more an experimental day and just see if we can find some fish and just make sure everything's okay still, you know. There's a lot of dead fish washing up on the beach. Could be unsure of why, some type of environmental disaster of some type, but yeah, not good for the estuary system. So we'll check out how it goes, and hopefully we can still catch fish today, which would be make me feel a bit better if fish are still biting. Anyway, we'll see how we go, guys. Wow. Wow, guys, the bubbles are still here. This is unbelievable. I would not expect it to be. What are we? We're a week and a half, 2 weeks later, and this is still bubbling. So this is something very, very strange. I'm extremely lucky to find this again. I didn't mark it on the sounder again, but yeah, it's definitely bubbling away again. The bottom is going again. There's something going on here, guys. I'm in the same spot again. It looks like this area, it may be larger. It may have spread more, because I can see bubbles scattered all over the surface around here. And I don't know what it is. I'm no scientist or anything like that, but this should be a sandy bottom. There's no vegetation down here. It's no like logs or anything like that, no dead matter. It's all pretty sandy. So the reason why it's bubbling, it has me stumped. We're about 10 metres of water, 8.5 metres of water, and the sounder doesn't know what to make of it. It's just going berserk. The sounder's got no idea what's happening. There's something under there. It's difference in water pressure, and as you can see under the sand, it's almost like there's a hollow there. It shouldn't be like that. It should be coloured all the way down. It's almost like the ground's hollow. I'm going to reverse back onto this. As you can see, it should be solid through the bottom part here. It should be that constant colour. But it's almost like the ground is aerated, and the sounder's picking up the solid line along here, which is the sand bottom, and underneath, I don't know what's going on there. It's showing up like it's almost hollow. And here I come, I'm reversing back onto it here, and look at this. Look at this big hollow spot here. Now that's air. I think this should be looked at, especially after this fish kill we've had. And this to be bubbling almost 2 weeks later, and this could have been going on who knows how long. It could have been going on for months. Like, I could have just been lucky to come across this. And this has spread over quite an area. Like, I'm not picking it all up, I don't think. But yeah, this is bizarre. And I'm concerned, like, what kind of gas is it? Is this harmful to me right now? Is it a methane gas? Is it a coal seam gas? I've got no idea what it is. Is it natural gas? People have been telling me to light it, but next time I find it, but tell you the truth, I'm a little bit spooked of doing that, guys. I'm extremely, yeah, I'm definitely not going to be lighting it because I don't know if it's going to explode or what. Gas of this type is generally flammable. And this sounder doesn't know what to make of this. This isn't fish. This is like difference in water temperature or fresh meeting the salt water. And the bubbling, it shouldn't be like this. Like, that's pretty serious bubbles coming up at a constant rate. And I don't know if it's because I've had a few beers last night or what. I'm feeling a bit queasy in the stomach. Is it related to this? I'm not sure. I did have a few beers last night, but this shit is everywhere. It's all the way from the front to the back. So I'm in the... Yeah, I think I've got to get out of here, guys. I think it's starting to make me feel a bit queasy. I mean, I'm a bit soft in the stomach after a few beers last night. But I don't like the thought of being in the unknown gas. It could be toxic in the long run, who knows? Anyway, look into it, guys. Here we are, the last boat ramp at Guanlin. Seems to be right in the centre of the bay here. Just in the centre of the bay, at the mouth. And I found this pretty easily twice in a row, so I think you should come and have a look at this if maybe the environmental guys or someone. Definitely worth coming out and having a look. And I've got to get out of here because I'm feeling a bit sick. I really do think it's some type of flammable gas. Non-smelling too, which is one of those gases you got to watch because, yeah, you can pass out and you don't even know it. And on the boat, it's not the best idea. So, yeah, I'm just going to motor away. And this is bullshit. I think I see another pack over here. If this is another pack, this whole bay is bubbling at the moment, guys. Yeah, it is. This whole bay is literally bubbling. Something's going on underground here. I've driven another 75 metres and this shit's still bubbling. And it's not isolated, it's spread. It was isolated when I came out the first time, but this shit is everywhere now. It literally is just... What's the sound of? There it goes again, see that? The stream coming up off the bottom. It's hollow ground down here, guys. I've got to get out of here because I'm in the middle of this shit. And I'm not feeling too well though. I honestly think it is from the gas. Just a bit upset in the stomach. So that's a good 100 metre area at least where I've seen bubbles coming up. Is this going to spread? Is it going to go further? How far is it? Possibly this is the cause of the fish kill. Who knows? I think it should be looked into anyway. I'm going to go to some likely spots. I've even brought some pilchards today just because I want to actually catch a couple of fish. I want to make sure everything's still firing, and I should be able to catch fish still. And if I can't catch fish, they're obviously being knocked around a bit, and definitely put them off the bite. Anyway, I'm going to try and get a couple of fish in the boat just to make me feel a bit better. Keep venturing along. And there's a lot of vertical lines showing up, which is concerning. I'm just motoring along here, guys, and these vertical lines They look very familiar to the bobbles, what were coming up in the other areas. Very familiar. Let's just hope the whole bottom isn't bubbling away all along here. Some kind of underground tunnels or hollow ground. But as you can see, the bottom's starting to solid up a little bit more. That white stuff underneath, we definitely didn't want to see that. I don't know what these verticals are. It's very, very unusual. They just keep coming along, almost like little vents coming up. There is a few boats on the water today. It is Sunday. Be nice to see someone catching some fish somewhere. Just going to be trying a 100mm vibe in the squid colour today. Got one here. Oh, turn the camera off. Whoa, big flathead. Big flathead here, big winter flathead. Get this net out. Good to see. Nice. Whoa. Yeah, nice big fat healthy flathead there. Looking like he's around that 60 size. And he's eaten the whole... Jeez, I better straighten that camera up, it's a bit annoying. That flathead, he's eaten the whole 100mm vibe. I can't even see it. I don't know where the vibe's gone. It's a good 60. We'll have a little look-see on the brag, mate. I'm not going to be keeping any fish this weekend. Especially out of the lake at the moment. They reckon there's a no-eat warning going on with the fish kill, so... Jeez. Want to be able to get this vibe out. Can't leave that in him. He won't survive with that in him, that's for sure. Jeez, he's taking the whole freaking thing back. Try and get some pliers onto him. But wow, he's all good. There we go, it's a nice fat one. Nice fat healthy one. Have a quick look on the brag here. Yeah, he's 60 on the dot there, guys. Nice fat little healthy one. Be a good eating size, but we're gonna let it go. She does have a couple of those orange dot fungies on her, on the gills there, but a couple of little spots on it actually. See, guys, beautiful flathead. Nice big fat healthy. It'd be an ideal eating size if we're keeping one. But yeah, absolute beauty. Just on the 100mm vibe. Come on. Come on. Whoa, there he goes. Good to see. Well, it's not a complete disaster, guys. So maybe the fish kill is isolated the Mannering Park. We which is a good thing. Maybe they can trace it back, find out what did it, try and prevent that kind of thing again. But yeah, that was just on the 100mm vibe in the squid colour, and he's destroyed my trace there because he ate the whole thing. We'll just retie that.
Got a little one on the pilchard tail here. Little snapper. Anyway, I just wanted to put some baits down to see if it's affected all the species, but I'm getting bites, which is good to see. Just got a little yakka here. I've got a school of yakka and that under the boat at the moment. And I swear I saw a couple of slimy mackerels mixed in with them, which is quite unusual in the estuary, slimy mackerels. Hey, look, have a look-see. Yeah, I thought I saw. It looked like a slimy mackerel, I could be wrong. But these yakka, wow, there's a... Oh yeah, it is a slimy mackerel. Bloody beautiful. These are top bait, these slimies. And very unusual to get them in the estuary. This is, yeah, very unusual. And they put up a good little tussle. I'm only light line fishing here and he's giving me all sorts of bother. Beautiful little slimy. Bit of top bait. I'll keep these for bait because yeah, you don't come across them all the time, the slimies. And they are a good bait, they really are. And that is a ripper of a slimy mackerel. Absolute ripper there. It's a horse.
And that is a horse of a slimy mackerel. It really is. It's like a 1 kilo slimy mackerel there. It doesn't quite look like a slimy. It's a bit unusual, guys. It's a bit of a cross between a yakka and a slimy. Doesn't have the stripes. He's a little bit different. I don't know. Leave a comment if you think you know what he is. I think he's a slimy, but it just looks slightly different. We'll put him in here.
Little snapper. Yakka. Oh, it's a slime. Slimy. Nice slimy. Another big kilo slimy there. Wow, they're beauties. Absolute beauties, these slimies are.
And would you look at the size of these slimies? These are big estuary slimies. And they're almost like a cross breed, these slimies. They're not, yeah, they're close. Might be a subspecies of some type. But good bait.
Yakka this time. Yakka. Whoa, give me a bit of curry. Just a decent yakka. Decent yakka there. Nice size bloody yakka actually. Big sucker. That's it guys, another adventure done. It was more of an investigation today more than anything. I wanted to get out, check out that fish kill, see how far it spread. It's not on this side of the bay yet, which is good, and hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully it's only a little isolated incident, but yeah, hopefully they find out the cause of it and what caused it. But that bubbling from the bay in here, the sandy bottom, and it's been going for 2 weeks, bubbling away, that's a bit of a worry. And I was feeling queasy over there, so I'm not sure what type of gas it was. Whether it was beers last night, I didn't want to take the risk and pass out. So yeah, I got out of there, but it's been going on for weeks, guys. I don't know what's going on there. There must be a lot of air coming up through the bottom somewhere, hollow ground. Anyway, today we'll run in the prawn scent. I highly recommend these guys. Get on the Hunters Fishing Adventure website and you can grab yourself them. Postage is a bit silly. It's $9 for one or $9 for 10. It's the same to Western Australia or New South Wales. It doesn't matter, it's just the way it is, unfortunately. So you may as well grab 3, I reckon, for the $9 postage while you're there. Save just getting 1 for $9. Unfortunately, I've got no control over that. Anyway, any of you environment guys got any testers or anything? I'll get out in Guanlin Bay here, the last little bay, just out before this thing, and yeah, you should find the bubbles on a calm day and just see what it is. It'll be interesting. I tell you, it can't keep going forever, can it? Eventually the ground will collapse, I suppose. Anyway, all right guys, if you ain't fishing you're wishing. Oh, I better run you through the tackle. 100mm vibe there in the squid colour, 15-pound braid, 15-pound trace, and then we're just using a little running bean sinker with a swivel onto a 4.0 hook and a 5.0 floating bait as well. And I was just dropping Pilchard's cubes down for those slimy mackerels and snapper. Just more of an experiment really, just to see if the fish were still around, and yeah, they're around, they're still here, so it's not all that bad. Anyway guys, if you ain't fishing you're wishing, and I'll see you on the water. Catches.